Hello, I'm Theo Gilbert-Jamison, and in this segment, we're focusing on or sharing 8 benefits or reasons to focus on the customer experience. Whether it's at the beginning of the year or maybe about midway through, at some point we as leaders must take time to reevaluate the accomplishments and successes of the past year so that we can positively look at creating sustainable change as we move forward. With this in mind, for most organizations, future success is not just based on customer satisfaction, but it's also based on sustained loyalty. And to keep them loyal, an exceptional customer experience is a requirement. So if that's not convincing enough, here are 8 reasons to focus on the customer experience. The first is organizational alignment. Focusing on the customer experience will compel you to refine the organization or team's definition of exceptional service, which starts with clarifying what an exceptional experience should look, sound, and feel like every time the customer interacts with our staff or uses our products and services. Second, it will impact employee engagement by compelling you to involve employees in the planning of work that affects them. You see, creating a culture of excellence is not something you do to employees, it's something you do with them. And their buy-in, commitment, and active involvement will contribute to sustaining the culture for long-term success. Third, focusing on the customer experience enhances leadership effectiveness by compelling you to hold yourself and your team accountable for driving excellence. No longer will employees be allowed to compromise the level of service provided. You see, their performance will be directly linked to sustained employee engagement, customer loyalty, and ultimately profitability. Fourth, focusing on the customer experience positively impacts overall communication by forcing you to increase interaction with your team through regular company and team updates and through solicitation of their feedback on ways to improve the customer experience. Fifth, focusing on the customer experience enhances operational excellence by compelling you to assess service gaps, then searching for and implementing simplistic, cost-effective ways to improve without compromising the customer experience. And sixth, it impacts service recovery by compelling you and your team to identify ways to effectively de-escalate any problems or complaints, while teaching and empowering your team to handle problematic issues with professionalism and finesse. And seventh, we're almost done, focusing on the customer experience significantly increases customer loyalty. Why? Because as part of the process, you are creating a customer-centered work environment that accentuates or heightens all key touch points that make up the customer experience. This includes improving the way that we greet and interact with our customers, the way that we answer the telephone, the manner in which we improve processes that directly impact the customer, and our process for resolving any issues that may arise and diminish the customer experience. And finally, 8, focusing on the customer experience leads to increased revenue and profitability. Keep in mind that when we create a more pleasurable, delightful customer experience, in turn they will spend more, return to purchase, and recommend us to their colleagues, family, and friends. So, there you have it. 8 reasons to focus on the customer experience. And while these 8 reasons are not all inclusive, my hope is that it inspires you to think out of the box of more ways that you and your team could benefit by creating and sustaining a culture of service excellence.